guys, another review for you. We've got the BikeMaster magnetic aluminum drain plug. I picked this up not too long ago. I've got an oil change coming up probably in the next month or two. I kind of just did it. I wanted to pick this thing up before I did it, but I completely forgot about the oil and needed to do it, so it's going to have to go on in the next oil change. And I'll do a review, a product review of this thing at that oil change to kind of show you what it picks up. But I did want to do a little bit of a quote-unquote unboxing of this thing. I picked this up off of Amazon, and it's about $29 shipped or so, depending on where you can find it. They offer it in steel and then they offer it in aluminum. I went with the aluminum one because I'm trying to save weight anywhere I can. I haven't had a whole lot of experience with aluminum drain plugs before. I would assume as long as you're very careful with how you torque this thing down, you're going to be fine. But I'm going to get into opening it up here, and then we'll kind of take a look at it. So this is the packaging. It comes with a staple here, a staple at the bottom to keep people from stealing them, I'm sure. The back side of it actually gives you some information on it. Again, it shows you, it tells you what the magnet does. Basically what it does, it takes out all the imperfections in the oil as it's running. As it comes by that drain plug, that magnet on the end of it is actually going to pick up any of the fine metals, maybe some of the clutch fibers if it's got some metal in it wrapped around it or whatever. It's going to pick up all those fine little pieces of metal that you don't want going through your engine. Granted, these aren't necessary, and there's a reason why manufacturers don't put them on their bikes, because they aren't necessary. You have a filter, as long as you're not beating the crap out of your bike and you're not you know, beating the crap out of the clutch, you should be fine. Again, bikes are meant to be beat on to a certain extent, so you know, just take care of everything and you won't have any issues. I picked this up because I figured I'd give it a shot. I've used them before on cars and stuff, and you know, I've seen some things come out of that. So I figured, you know, for peace of mind, you know, I'll just do it, see what I can get out of it, see if there's anything neat that actually comes out of my bike. Well, not neat, but interesting that comes out of my bike. So basically that's what it goes in there, as well, explaining, you know, stuff that comes off the cylinder walls, gears, all that kind of good stuff. It also says your choice of billet aluminum or steel drain plug, and that's what I just kind of went over. You know, both have a really strong magnet in it, and then it gives you the different part numbers for the different thread sizes here. So if you know your thread sizes, you can take this chart and use that to your advantage. I didn't know mine. I went off of, because I didn't check, and I didn't really care to check because I trust what was on Amazon, and I'm hoping it's right. And that's what this is. It's the 14 millimeter by 1.5 aluminum drain plug. And right there below that, by the barcode, is the part number. Made in Taiwan. Okay. So let me open this thing up. Like I said, it's got the two staples, top and bottom. I'm just going to literally open it up here, take out the drain plug. Now the drain plug comes with a new crush washer, which is really cool. So you'll not need to purchase that separately. And don't roll around on me. So there's the magnetic drain plug. What I plan on doing to this guy is actually putting safety wire holes around the outside of it, and I'll use a really small drill bit, basically just a drill bit just a tad bigger than the safety wire itself, so that I can safety wire my drain plug as well. So, and then you've got the magnetic tip, and actually I've talked about this before, and you can kind of see it here. When you get unlike metals, you get like a powdery corrosion. You can see that kind of working its way around the magnetic drain plug. You can see it there on the black a little bit. And this isn't going to hurt anything, and it actually takes a long time for it to actually produce that. So this has probably been sitting there maybe a little while. So this has got a black anodized finish to it, and it looks really good. So there's nothing really fancy to go over with this thing. It's just a magnetic drain plug that if you're curious as to what your bike is doing and you want to be extra safe, I'd recommend picking this thing up. I'm using this in conjunction with the AMSOIL 10W40 full synthetic motorcycle oil, and then I'm also using the AMSOIL EAOM, I think it's the 03 motorcycle filter, which I recommend using those products anyway because they're great. I love AMSOIL stuff. I use it in anything of mine that has a motor. So if you have any questions on this thing, let me know. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because there's not a lot to go over. It's a magnetic drain plug. So thanks, guys.